computer. Thank you. I just hit record. You notice I got started and I forgot to hit record. I tend to forget to hit record. What I want to do is record every class so that if you can't make class, we have a YouTube channel for the class, and you can go watch the class on YouTube. Obviously, you can't ask questions live while you're watching it on YouTube, but you can put questions in the Discord, and either Varun or I will answer them as time allows. So you're always free to do this class asynchronously. There are some times when we will be doing some things in class. I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum. It worked out last year. Everyone seemed to get the information, and I don't think anyone, well, I think we had one disappearance, but out of 50 some people between the two classes, that's not bad. So, okay. So, also, about the recording, if please remind me to hit record, someone.
I'll do that.
You can do it, but see, here's what I do. I have tons of Steam codes for video games, and essentially every day, whoever tells me to start recording first gets a Steam code for a video game. So I don't guarantee that it will be a good video game, but it will be a video game. I can match. I will not match people with games, but sometimes I'll be like, this looks like an anime thing or a horror thing. Would you rather have an anime thing or a horror thing? And then you choose, and I'll give you that one. Because some people don't like horror and some people don't like anime. So basically, I'm a subscriber to the Humble Bundle, and I pick the ones I like every month, and they give me 12 a month, sometimes more. And there are lots of them that I never even get. So, or I already have a particular game that I bought some other way. So my disinterest in video games is your game. Okay. So let's share my screen because I want to talk about the syllabus, because that's what we do on the first day of class. So we will share the syllabus. This is the syllabus. So I am online. I am fully online. I have blocked out office hours of Mondays and Fridays, 2 to 3. If you can't make those times, there are two things you can do. You can email me and set up a time when we're both available to speak in person. The thing that worked really well last year was people just put questions in the Discord. And when I popped into the Discord, I would answer whatever questions are there. Note the 3 p.m. Discord, the 3 p.m. Discord invite. Go. I see most of you have joined. Lots of you have joined. So you will also see that the server picture is this Amish dude, guy with a big beard. That's how you know you're in the right place. And there's a bunch of channels that are pretty much left over from last year. but I'm leaving them up. I will be in the general channel, um, and if you use those, eventually I will promote people so that they can make their own channels, whatever you want. But I will be checking in. I will be basically hanging out in the Discord from 2 to 3 on Mondays and Fridays. Um, uh, and I can answer questions live, or, tell funny stories or whatever. So there's that. Books. Probably aren't in the bookstore, because I didn't reply to the email in time. Sorry. But you're probably going to want them online anyway. Feel free to get them online. If you can get them used, get them used, especially interactive storytelling, I believe is out of print at this point. But I'm pretty sure that I am the one professor in America who has been using that book for forever for this class because I like it. Because the principles of writing don't change. Video games change, but the basics of story structure and character building don't. So I like it. It's very good on how to make characters, and the kind of the linchpin of this class is the hero's journey, and it takes us through the hero's journey quite well. It is available on Amazon. I'm gonna switch over to Amazon, and I know you can't see this, but interactive storytelling, Glassner. There it is. Okay, and stop share, and I'm going to share this now. There. That is the book. Looks like you can rent it for $15.57 to $49.46. I don't know what that means. Get the $15.57 version. Whatever's cheapest. Grade level 7 to 9. The hell. It's a good book. The examples it uses for video games are dated. And by dated, I mean like Kingdom Hearts 1. So you know, I have finally played Kingdom Hearts 3. Uh-oh. I gotta okay, they hung up. I don't even know why I have a landline anymore. I never answer it, and the only people who call it are scammers. Anyway, so yeah, I finally played Kingdom Hearts 3 this past summer, without, and I'm like, how? I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. It can't be that bad. Because it's only Kingdom Hearts 3. And it turns out there are like 9 other Kingdom Hearts games that don't have numbers after them. And I was mostly lost. But I played it all the way through. People kept showing up. And it was like dun 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 as this person walks out, and I'm like, I guess that's a big deal. I don't know. That's a person. Oh my god, you killed somebody. Okay, whatevs. So that's one of them. The other one is Guide to Transmedia Storytelling. This one here, Creator's Guide to Transmedia Storytelling by Andrea Phillips. This one's the Kindle version is 16, the hardcover version is 19. Either one will do you. Free delivery tomorrow if you order within the next 2 hours. So the thing about this one is I have assignments throughout the term to read these chapters, right? But I'm not going to get to it until like week 4, something like that. But I found that when I assigned like read half the book for week 4, everybody was like, "Oh, that's too long. I didn't get through it all, whatever." So I basically give you a chapter a week to read so that by the time we get to week 4, you have read most of it. And it is really a handbook for how to do the final project of this course. So what I find is the people who read this do well on the final project. The people who don't read it aren't all that helpful in the final project. Okay.
Dean,
Yes.
just a quick insert here. The Creator's Guide to Transmedia Storytelling: How to Captivate and Engage Audiences by Andrea Phillips. It's available on the Gordon Library, so people can read it online, free
Okay.
of charge as well,
Awesome.
if they need it.
Awesome. You can get it out of the library
But online, because
online.
no library right now. But
Right.
you can get it online if people prefer an online version for free.
Okay.
So,
Cool, cool. So going back to the syllabus. Sure. Okay. Uh uh the next book is The Poetics by Aristotle, which is long out of copyright, and is freely available on the internet. It's on the Canvas page for where to get it. If we'd have had class yesterday, you would have had to have read it by tomorrow. But since we didn't have class, it's not that long, by the way. It's not very long. But since we didn't have class yesterday, um, I you don't have to have read it until Sunday. Um, and I say Sunday because um, every week, let me pop down here. Um, boop, boop, boop. Where is it? Not that, not that, not that. Well, somewhere. Students. No, I don't see. Somewhere. Okay. Well, every week I give what I call a reading quiz. Each week it's worth 2 points. It is on Canvas. There's no time limit. You can stare at the questions for days if you like. Well, not too many days. The time limit is it's due Sunday. Um, I don't remember the time it's due. Um, every quiz is 4 questions long, maybe 5, I forget. No, I think it's 4 because it's 4 questions and each is worth half a point. Each quiz is worth 2 points. Um, that are basically brain dead, easy. Did you do the reading questions? Right. Um, and if you want to sit there with the book open and answer those questions, feel free. Don't care. At least then I know you will have gotten to those pages with the facts I ask in the questions. What I would really like is you to actually read the text, and then go take the quiz and refer back to the text as you need to to answer the questions, because like memorizing the unities is probably not all that uh, useful to you, but knowing what the unities are and saying, oh yeah, there are 3 unities, um, I should, what are they again? Oh, time, place, and action. Okay. Um, I'll use that and understand that. And what I find is that the more you use a thing, the easier it is to remember. So hopefully, eventually, you will just remember these things like I just did, because I use the unities all the time. Um, so uh, uh, because of not having class yesterday, um, you don't have to have the Aristotle read until Sunday, because there are questions on this week's reading quiz about the Aristotle. Okay. Um, so you can't answer those questions unless you've read uh, the Poetics. Um, that said, I'm not going to have time tomorrow to talk about um, Aristotle, so I'll probably get to it on Monday and launch right into 3-act structure, and from there to the hero's journey. So I'll cover the Aristotle on Monday. That said, let's see, read Poetics by 328 is in the syllabus. And then, for instance, you see week 2 in my calendar here is March 29th and 30th. I break each week into the Monday, Tuesday, and then the Thursday, Friday. So for Monday, please also read the Glassner, chapter 2 and 3, page 35 to 92. And I say part 2 and chapter 2. There's a part of, like, the book is broken into parts, and when it says part 2 characters, there's like a page of text there. Read that, but it doesn't have a page number, so I didn't put it on the page. So that's why I'm saying read that. Um, I had to put in the chapters too, because in ebooks, the page numbers are all kerflooey anyway. So read chapters 2 and 3. And then for next Thursday, it's uh, section 1, chapters 1 and 2 of the Phillips, which is transmedia storytelling. That okay, so that's book stuff. The other thing you're going to be doing is playing a bunch of games. Note all of these games. They are either free or cheap on Steam, or on many other places, wherever fine downloadable video games are sold. So, for instance, what I do want you to do by tomorrow is play 30 Flights of Loving and Gravity Bone. Okay. 30 Flights of Loving. Well, actually, Gravity Bone is included in 30 Flights of Loving. So let me quick do a stop share and share this. Share. This is Steam. In fact, I'm going to come on. Oh, there we go. Copy. I'm gonna throw this in the chat, but I'll also throw it in the Discord. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Delete. Delete. Why can't I get? There we go. Copy. Now, do I have it? Control V. Yes. Okay. So in the Discord, and then you notice, oh, also it's $5. So it's not terribly expensive. Um, and you can play them in either order: Gravity Bone first and 30 Flights of Loving second. Basically, you have to start up 30 Flights of Loving, and then um, in the main menu of 30 Flights of Loving, it says play 30 Flights of Loving or play Gravity Bone. You should play both. Um, 30 Flights of Loving might take you 15 minutes. Gravity Bone might take you 15-30 minutes. Um, I am going to warn you, um, when playing Gravity Bone, save. It does not save automatically. Um, it You have to press escape and say save, or I think it works off the old Quake engine. So I think there's a quick save. It's like F7, F8, something like that. Um, there is one section of Gravity Bone, which is a jumping puzzle. You will know it when you see it, where you have to jump over a very long fall a couple of times. It is non-trivial, um, at least for me, to make these jumps. Before you make that first jump, save, because if you die, you're going to have to start the game all over again. So, fair warning, save the game. So I'm going to stop that share, and I am going to, that is the Steam link for 30 Flights of Loving and Gravity Bone. $5. Go get it. Getting back to this. Um, all of these, Stanley Parable is also available on Steam. uh Facade is not available on Steam, but it is, I have the file. It's free. You can, if you find it on the internet somewhere, feel free to download it and play it. I have it in the files for the course, and when it comes time to assign it, I will just let you download it from Canvas. um Tacoma is not free. It's on Steam. Beginner's Guide is not free. It's on Steam. Dr. Langeskov, The Tiger and the Terribly Cursed Emerald, A Whirlwind Heist is free and on Steam. Um, so those are and essentially what you should do is hold off until, none of them are terribly long. I think the longest one is probably the Stanley Parable and or the Beginner's Guide. um Maybe Tacoma takes an hour or two to play. um Beginner's Guide, I don't know, depends on how many endings you go through in Stanley Parable. There's one that you can only see if you play this save the baby thing for 4 hours. It's an achievement. I don't recommend playing that little mini game for 4 hours just to get the achievement. It's not worth it. But play all those. um what I recommend though is, uh it's quite likely that there will be sales on Steam or on various other things. So right now, GOG, Good Old Games, is having a sale. Um, it's their spring sale. I have not checked, but it's quite possible that these games will go from, I think the highest price of any of them is maybe $20. Um, and they might be on sale for like five, right? So just try and save yourself some money. If you find it on sale, pass it on to me and I will pass it on to the rest of you. Um, if I find it on sale, I will post it in the Discord, um, and say, go get this because it's cheap. In fact, let me look at GOG. Well, I'll fire up GOG while I'm talking here. Okay, GOG's up. Store because GOG is having a spring sale. Let me check for, is there a search? Where's a search? There's no search. How do you search in GOG? Wish list, orders history. How could they not have a search? Oh, there's a search. Search your games, friends, and uh okay. Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable is a game from 2013. Is it available? It does not say. I guess they don't sell it. I don't know. Okay, I gotta keep moving. So let's talk about the course. This is our base course in writing for games. Hence the 1000. Um, we are going to kind of wrestle with how do you write for something that people want to create their own stories in. What's the deal between authorial control, you writing the story, and letting your players uh, choose their own story? And how do we kind of mediate between this? So uh, we're going to try 3 different ways to do that, because we only have 7 weeks. So outcomes, because I am required to have outcomes um, for a course. So, like, if you were taking the C++ course, um, it would say your outcome would say can do basic uh, programming in C++, right? Here, um, what is writing, right? You all learn to write, which is put words on paper um, in elementary school. Um, but here we're trying for something else. Everybody thinks they know how to write, very few actually do. So I am going to hopefully get you all to write fearlessly, which means stop being embarrassed about how crappy your writing is. Put something out there and stand by it. Um, but then you're going to turn on your editor once you get it out there, and you're going to say, what's good here? Um, and figure that out. Um, oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Why did I? Okay, hold on. Control D. There's uh 30 Flights of Loving. For some reason, I sent it privately to Bruce Eustick the first time. Chat, how does it work? Um, oh, Bryce Eustick, sorry. So uh, here we go. So you will revise ruthlessly. Um, you are going to, and this is very important. You will be required to tailor a story to outside parameters. So, for instance, when I say your story can be no longer than 5 pages double spaced, that is one of the parameters of writing, because in the real world, when they say give me 1,400 words on this topic, and you hand in 30,000 words on that topic, they don't say, oh, well, 30,000 is better than 1,400. Bravo, son or daughter. Um, uh, they say, that's unacceptable. Give me 1,400 words, right? So, um, uh, the parameters of the assignment are just as important as the creativity of the assignment. In fact, um, one of my kind of standbys is that um, constraints breed creativity. So if I say do this in this space, or do this um, so it looks like this. Um, Part of your creativity is how to get your amazing idea within that area, right? So I want you to write a stage play, but I want 3 car chases in it. Well, how do I put car chases in a stage play? There, I can't have cars driving around a stage. That's crazy, right? You're going to be creative about putting cars on stage. You will be able to identify and create various story structures, including the hero's journey, the 3-act structure, and basic spatial structure. Um, and we'll go into much detail about what those 3 things are. You will experiment with interactivity, giving up control of your stories to players, um, and see how much you can give up and still keep things on track. And you will design and build an interactive online game um, that tells a coherent story and leads from a clear introduction through an exciting climax. And one of the things I will ask your players at the end of the term is, tell me the story of the game you just played. And and I will ask you for them, what was the story of the game you played? And um, the more wishy-washy your players answers, the more I go, maybe the writing isn't so great. So we want to keep our story clear. We want our beats clear. Um, so in all, you are going to read chapters and outside assignments and complete reading quizzes each week. Oh, Write Club. I don't have enough time to talk about Write Club. This is a brief writing exercise every week. The first one is up. It is due tomorrow. Let me stop the share and let me go to this share. Let's share this. Where's Zoom? Share screen, share. Okay, very quickly. Here in assignments, here are various versions of the Poetics. Okay, go get them. It's under reading Poetics. You will see, let me go to student view. There we go. So that's what you see. Also, here is the first Write Club. Click on that. Your first Write Club, which is worth 2 points, and you should upload a file. It can be a single picture. Take a picture of yourself with your pet, a stuffed animal, an action figure, a sibling, or any other character of your choice. Hold up a sheet of paper, have your character hold it up, or just get out paint and write on the photo. Write the name of the character, in this case, Suki. She is my dog. Tell a story about them in 2 sentences or less. It can be true or fiction. In my case, a tall, thin trucker kicked her once. Now she attracts trucks on site. She attacks trucks, not attracts them. That is true. Well, half true. And half, she does try to attack trucks. She also does not like tall, thin men. So we postulate that a tall, thin trucker kicked her once, which is why she hates both tall, thin men and trucks. Please make sure it's legible and the file's not too gigantic. You can upload a JPEG or a PNG. Or PNG. So there you go. Do that for tomorrow. Okay. If it's not due, if you are on the wait list, Don't worry about it. Put it in once I let you in. Sound reasonable? Um, no late penalties for not getting your picture in on time if you're on the wait list because you can't hand it in. So go back to this storytelling, share. Um, every week we will have a kind of writing assignment. Normally, when we're in class, um, I give you a silly writing assignment like that. The point is um, not to write War and Peace, but generally to come up with names for things or places or games or what have you very quickly. Um, in this case, you'll have about a day every time, maybe 2 days. I forget. Um, uh, but if you take more than 15-20 minutes to do it, you're probably overthinking it. Okay. So um what we're looking for is um uh normally I'll tell you the whole story of Right Club some other time, but because I'm almost out of time. um Actually I am out of time, but you uh uh this this is an annual um event at the Game Developers Conference for game writers, where we gather in a bar and do Write Club and drink. Um, so I pass on these skills to you, um, and I have had students go to GDC, get into Write Club, and know how to do Write Club because they were in my class. Then um, you are going to create and submit 3 characters for use in an original story with a partner, and then you are going to write a story with a partner. That is the first big assignment, um, using your 3 characters and their 3 characters. So 6 characters, 1 story. You're going to write a story. Then you are going to choose a D&D character. We have pre-gens. For those of you who have never played D&D before, that's fine. We expect people who have never played D&D before this is to get you a taste of playing D&D. Everybody's going to play D&D online with a dungeon master. Um, Hopefully some of you have dungeon mastered before, and I can rope you into volunteering to dungeon master this session. Once you have played D&D, you are going to write and submit a Dungeons and Dragons adventure. um, these are always fun. um, and you are going to put your adventure online for download for anyone who wants to come and play your D&D thing. You are also going to make, because I am required to get you at least 1 portfolio item in each class. So this is your portfolio item. You can put it up online on Drive-Thru RPG, uh, but you can also um, make um, make your own webpage. Yes, we are playing a pre-made adventure. Um, it's a one shot with pre-gen characters. Then uh, uh, so that's the second big one, is play D&D and write your own. And then the third one is um, the largest project you will be on in terms of coworkers. All 25 of you um, will put together a uh, an alternate reality game, and I will talk at length about what an alternate reality game is. Um, it's usually a combination of in-person stuff to do and online stuff to do, but since we're online, it will be a set of online things to do. Um, that are both live and pre-recorded, much like this class. Um, so, oh, the other thing, um, for Monday's class, I am going to be talking about Hollywood 3-act structure in order for me to talk with an example. Um, I am going to show a movie. It is called Witness. Um, it's from 1985. I'm Some of you may have seen it before. Great. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., it's about 2 hours long. You'll be done by 9. I will show it over Zoom. If you cannot make tomorrow evening, it is available. Let me check. Just watch. Witness 1985. It is available to stream on HBO, or I guess HBO Max, and it is available to rent on Amazon, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango now, Vudu, Microsoft, Redbox, TV, FlixFling. Um, for about $3. If you don't want to spend the $3, come 7 o'clock, pop some popcorn, bring your friends, bring your parents, bring your siblings. It's a good movie. I will show it so that we can talk about it on Monday, probably Monday and Tuesday, um, possibly Thursday. So that those are the big things. I'm 5 minutes over time. I'm sorry about that. I tend to go on too long, and I still have lots of things to say. Um, okay, so go over the syllabus. There's much more detail than I've talked about, and things will become clear as time goes on. Um, if you are on the waiting list, um, come tomorrow and I will let people in, and I will try not to go late. If you are now up in the air about whether to stay in the class or not, hope that makes it more clear. It is not what I would consider a difficult class, but it is somewhat time consuming. So for instance, in order to play a game of D&D, it's like 4 to 5 hours to play a game of D&D. The alternate reality game making and playing can swallow up hours and hours of time. So just be aware. Um,
Dean,
so yes,
there is a quick question. Do waitlisted students have access to syllabus? I don't think they do, right? Does
I don't
campus?
think so, but I will drop it in the. Are waitlisted students in the Discord? Did I give you invites to the Discord? I can drop one in right now in this chat. 3 p.m. Discord. Copy. And I will drop a copy of the syllabus in the Discord right now. Okay. In fact, let me do that. Storytelling D2021. The syllabus. Bazanga, and I am going to pin that. Pin message. Oh yeah, pin it. It's pinned. Also in the Discord, there's a pinned link to this Zoom. This Zoom is the same Zoom every day from here on out. Okay. I will see you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Don't forget to remind me to record. Okay. Bye bye.